Hi, right, so we're going to do another video today, and today's video is just jet washing, nice and simple. So I'm going to do my front path. That's right, we've not got a driveway, so I did this path around about maybe 3 years ago, something coming on now. So I've not touched it for, I think maybe, I don't know, maybe October last year, September, October last year. So I'll turn it around and have a look what I'm talking about. So it's the side part, and there's the path, and that just sort of goes around there, and there's my planter. There's some tools there which yeah, probably should put somewhere else, but they're just sort of out of the way for the time being. So but yeah, so what I'm going to do, you can see it looks really grubby. I say it's not been touched for, let's say, 5-6 months or something now. So what we're going to do, we're going to get the jet wash on it. Jet wash is all there, set ready, and I'm going to clean it up, see how it comes up. Now, it's a little bit of a thankless task because in winter time, obviously I'm coming home, muddy boots on, bring them up through the path. I walk my dogs each day, and yeah, it's just a thankless task really. It's like hoovering up in your house, isn't it? And then a couple of days later it needs doing again, or a day later it needs doing again. It is a thankless task. So but like I say, it's one of those, like I said the other day, over winter it's not that bad. You know, you just sort of, your garden is what it is, but in summertime, you want springtime, you want it to look nice. So it's just about doing the kind of the groundwork now, and then come spring, summertime, it's a lot easier to maintain. So right, I'll make a start. Was I going to say something else? No, I'll come back to that. If I can think of something, I'll say it. So yeah, I'll make a start, and I'll say the jet wash is all ready. The jet wash that I've got is a K7. I've had K5s. They're okay. K7's good. I've not long had this. I got this maybe last year sometime, and it's okay. Yeah, it's good. It's not the most powerful thing in the world, but it's all right. It does the job. I've got my glasses on because I'm finding when I'm talking to the camera, I can't actually see if I'm talking to the camera or not, or from looking up there, and I don't know. But it's so I'll keep my glasses on while I'm doing this, and then I can take them off. And yeah, I only need them for reading, but if I take them off, I can't see a thing. So but yeah, right. So I'll get started. Something I was going to say. So our front garden is, let's turn that back on, there we go. Our front garden is north facing. I've got glass on. So it's always going to get dirty. It's always going to get grubby. The sun's on it for maybe an hour in the morning down the side, and then it comes around about 4 o'clock-ish, and you get a little bit on the sun, on the front, on the plants, which is quite nice then. But it's just whatever path you put down here, whatever it might be, block paving, porcelain, Indian stone, York stone, whatever it might be, granite, it's going to get dirty, it's going to get grubby. So it's just part and parcel of it. The patio will always stay cleaner if it's in the sun. But yeah, so this is north facing. Okay, right, let's crack on. Okay, so that's there we go. Right, so yeah, that's kind of finished. So that's quite quick. The nice thing about the K7, if you've got a bigger jet wash, makes it so much easier. So much easier. If you've got a little diddy thing and it's cheap and it's 50 quid, 100 quid or something like that, it's going to take you forever. So invest in a good jet wash. Like I say, make your life make the job easier, make it more fun. It's quite a nice activity actually. And as always, I'll put headphones on. I've got Johnny Walker's, no, not Johnny Walker passed unfortunately. Bob Harris' down to the 70s. And you just lose yourself. You just lose yourself in what you're doing. It just makes it a nice activity. So yeah, let's have a look. Let's look at what's happened. I've got a little bit of tied up the pavement and there's a little bit around there, but that's going to get interesting. And then when it gets further into the season, I'll have a look at the planter as well, because the planter looks fabulous when it's all planted up. But at the moment, it's just lollipops and box balls. So I'll show you that now, and then you can get a glimpse of what it's like in winter. But as it goes through the season, it's yeah, I'll put like see what comes up from there, and then some salvias and achilles and stuff like that. So, and then I'll get some dahlias as the season gets into like May, June time. It looks fabulous. So right, let's have a look at the path. So we chose this because I did it on the garden. We had some work done on the bathroom, so they left a bit of whatever that is, plaster there, so I have to chip it off. But yeah, it's come up great. It's come up fabulous. I did a garden about 3 years ago now, and the customer and I discussed a path down the side of his house, and we came up with this idea, and it worked really well, so I liked it that much. I mentioned to Tracy about it, and we decided to do it here. The only thing is, it's as you get further down the side, it's really, really awkward. Any landscaper will tell you that the side of a garden is just really hard to do, because it's just the narrower it is, and you've got to get your wheelbarrow and the mix and the slabs and everything. It's just excruciating on your back. So the further I went down the side here, the more awkward it was. Like so, but yeah, that's okay. But yeah, that looks great. That's fabulous now. It's cleaned up really nice. Okay, lovely. So like I say, there's a couple of bits around here, and I'll just finish that off later on. But with the planter, I've just got the box balls, the holly, and then the circle of box balls there. And it needs a bit of weeding, but this is really easy to look after. Again, it's been down for about 3 years, this, and originally it was just nothing. It was just a bit of a plant in the middle, and yeah, just gravel, just old gravel around it. So decided to do something with it rather than a dumping ground. As much as there's a few bits dumped there at the moment, but they'll go onto site soon. So, but yeah, it's just, it comes up lovely when it does come up. So, but for the time being, like I say, it's just got the winter structure there, with the water feature, 4 grasses, and then, like I say, these fabulous hollies, which are light up at Christmas time. I don't want to say the C word in March, but there you go. Okay, so I'll tidy that up and the rest of that up in a sack. And there you go, that's that. Right, any questions, any inquiries, get in touch. I'll just show you this. Oh no, you've got squirrels there. Yeah, and we'll see you next time on for a video.